This is a teardown of a Cisco Nexus 5010 switch. I don't expect it to be too much different from the 5020 that I tore apart, other than the fact that it's 1U. I have already taken out all the case screws, since there's a whole bunch of them. I didn't figure people would want to sit around and watch me do that. So, inside I got quite the impressive board. Got some sticks of memory here, which I believe these are DDR2. They're 1 gig sticks. And I'm just going to remove some of these pesky cables in my way. Looks like communication cables for the power supplies, along with power connections for the power supplies. I'm a little surprised that they chose to do wires, although I guess it's probably because the power supplies aren't plugged into directly since there's the front inputs. I am going to make you suffer through watching me unscrew the motherboard, unfortunately. Can't take away all the fun. I'm trying to look and recall and do multiple things at once here. If I remember correctly, the 5020 had a riser board for the additional ports, and I don't see any points on the PCB for the headers that would have connected to. It's been a while since I've done that video though, so I could have misremembered as well. There we go. Should be all the screws. Nope, always miss one. I think they're holding on. The interesting thing about screws is even if you unscrew them all the way, if they wiggle and settle, they can tend to still bite in a thread or two and prevent you from taking out the board on stuff. Usually if I'm scrapping something like this, I'll just flip it upside down and give it a good slap, knock all the screws out. And I missed another one. Alright. Oh, I missed another one. I'm also kind of looking at this board from an angle, so that doesn't help. Oop. Come on. There we go. That's a beefy board. It's about the same size as the server motherboard. And you got some miscellaneous stuff on the bottom. Looks like there might be some flash memory there. Although it has a removable drive for the boot image, so I'm not sure what the purpose of that flash is. Well, with a lot of passives and power regulation and then some other mysterious chips. Gotta be careful on this board. It's gonna have sharp corners. I'm gonna get these heat sinks off. I think I'll do one of these, that one, and then some of these. And this is definitely a safety glasses kind of job, because these little spring tensioned tabs like to go flying. Oops. So those are little springs, just have a lot of energy to them. The safest way to remove these is you cut the little pins and then you you push the pins down and you cut them off, and then you're in a controlled manner let the spring tension release. I have gotten nailed in the eye before by one of these. It's not great. Don't recommend it. Alright, this one's stubborn. There we go. I've unearthed the CPU almost. Ouch. Extruded anodized aluminum is pretty, but man, the corners sure are sharp. Oh man, somebody's gonna get hit in the eye. Oh, there we go. Don't need a BB gun to shoot my eye out. I'll do it on a computer instead. Oh man. I feel like if I was a little bit older, I'd probably know the full quote by heart. Alright. Halfway done. There's probably some fancy tool that allow you to do this non-destructively, but it's just going to get recycled, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, if I'm tearing this stuff down on the workbench too, I'm usually not quite as careful, even though I should be. If you really want to get these done in a jiffy, what you do is you just grab the pen by the bottom and rip it off. And then the spring goes shooting the other direction. Which is probably why I've gotten hit in the face and the eye by these little push pins. One more, and then we're done. There we go. Alrighty. Spring. Oh, ripped the cover off. That's unfortunate. Nice ceramic chip there, though. And these should be Broadcom chips, if memory serves correct. Oh, well, don't know. Alright, well, it's just not going to cooperate. These are thermal epoxied on. I don't even know if you'd be able to remove them without causing damage. Maybe if you put a slow, consistent force on it, that was enough to loosen it over time. Let's see if I can get one if it comes a little better. Nope. Oh, that's cool. These are made by Cooler Master. One thing you can do that's fun about this stuff is if you need some VRM or chipset heatsinks, old equipment like this makes good salvage parts. So, ooh, just put a hole in my wall. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to show this. Camera positioning is not quite right. This board is so long. But these are Broadcom chips. Show it upside down, maybe. I don't think the camera's... Nothing's cooperating in this video. God, even I can't read that. It's Broadcom. I can tell you that much. I rubbed some dirt in it. There we go. These, laser etched chips, if you rub them with a dusty, dirty finger, the dirt will fill in the letters. Still, just cannot read it. That's the usual BCM part number. Scene 87. Maybe I can just pull off another one. Ooh, that one ripped off nice. Stand right under the light. BCM 8726B. IFB. BCM 8726B IFB. And those are presumably the chips that handle the networking ports, considering that's where they kind of are in the line of things. But unfortunately, the heat spreaders for those didn't want to stay on. Well, there are some part numbers on this chip. 420-8134-0003. And they match, even though this chip's kind of off to the side. So these must be like internal switching chips that connect everything to the ports, because the impression I'm getting is that like one of these chips must communicate with however many of these Broadcom chips. Because this one here is by these ports, which is a expansion module for additional ports, or these. Does have some PLX chips in it. Wonder if that's pre-Broadcom or post-Broadcom. And got a Intel processor here, mobile chip. I forget what the 5020 had in it, but I'm guessing it's similar. 1.66 GHz, 1 meg cache, 667 MHz bus. I'm guessing it's probably like a Celeron, especially being DDR2 era. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Do I have the right? Will my bit play nice? No, I don't have the right bit. It's probably not going to be anything interesting to see in the power supplies, so I'm not going to bother. Just a long PCB covered in transistors, transformers, capacitors, and whatnot. So I think we'll leave it at that, and hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.